This was the fastest way for me to record. Man, what in the hyena is going on around here? I didn't want to yell. I don't want to be disrespectful. My frustration is this. We truly gonna dance around like nothing crazy's happening. What are we doing? But I'm speaking nonsense. You know, I live in a fairy tale. I'm delusional. None of these things that are happening now was gonna happen. How could you know? I knew because he said this was gonna do. I'm just so tired of the same people on and off. It doesn't matter. I watch a lot of stuff. I don't know if I get in trouble if I just went through like what I look at in a day while I'm doing other things. I'm just just talking to people like that with the energy of nothing can be done to fix it. So why bother? They not gonna listen. They don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Everybody don't want nothing. There's nothing going on. We good out here. Hmm. Truly. I have to disagree. And if I lose my voice, oh shit, I just remembered why. I life for me in my head is moving at such a pace. I forgot there was a fire last night. I'm hoarse from screaming out, get up, get out, it's fire last night. I forgot about that. I was like, why am I so hoarse? I am truly frustrated with it. I mean, of course, once the channel's large enough, I guess, but obviously 500 people at least think my way. So I don't give up hope, and I appreciate those who ride and stay. I focus on those who do want and desire. Why would I focus on those who don't? Why do we do this? That's the argument not to do nothing because your cousin Ray didn't do it. Because your son is a dutter and he misses opportunity. Because it was more important for him to do something else rather than go to school or whatever. Or he couldn't handle the military. Or he couldn't handle his family. Like I don't hear men, black men, talking about the heaviness that is this crime. Y'all want to act like you exclusive to it. We see it. I don't know what make you think they treat us so much better, especially as we learn more and do more. We out the y'all forget the DEI hiring that affects all anybody in that group. So even if it was two black people in that one department, they might get them people jobs gone. They stripping away our civil rights, and you still talk about body count and we ain't gonna do nothing. I use my platform to the best of my ability. That's what I'm gonna do. Utilize it. I've met some wonderful people, and I look forward to when I can consistently be on here again. Right now, I gotta bump it, but I'll come back and check. But I am disappointed. and exhausted, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna give up. I love my community. I know who I am. When I turn the lights off and on, I want to see better for for my community. So I have the privilege outside of my health, unfortunately, that sometimes makes me have to be patient. My brain ain't gone up, and I don't sleep. So I'll research all night. I'll just go through every question that's running through my brain and just pick a subject. Instead of thinking about stupid stuff, I started filling it in with stuff. Realized, shit, I can learn stuff real quick. When you don't learn or do like everyone else around you, I don't care if you are male or female or however person, it's just a person. You have the right just as much. I don't care about that stuff. But if it gets me in front of people who are like minded, yeah, I want to be out here. I wouldn't have been able to accomplish what I have been able to accomplish if I hadn't reached out. Social media, YouTube, met some really great friends, met one time people have inspired, been tore down, made the villain, the whole nine, and I liked it. I had to remember I was a warrior at one point. But when you're not quite sure what steps to take or you don't have anyone to turn to, this is why I ask about options. Options. Not save the world, not cure cancer, no options. Options for food, options for housing. We're gonna need it. You think it's a high homeless population now? Only reason you don't have that right now or you don't see it if it's not in your city, they sleeping in their cars, yeah. Men, women, families. Ain't no services for these people. Now, the people that live that's affected by the fire in California, where do you think they going? They're gonna spread out, but they're gonna be in the Southwest and over, especially if they got displaced. I don't. I just I'm over. Am I every man? You every guy? Are you a girl? It's gonna work or it's not. Like for real. Either you want a healthy relationship or maybe you want a toxic one. Maybe you want a crazy one. There are so many out here that is never gonna run away. There will always be people for folk. I'm not worried about getting no man. I worry about if there's gonna be a future for my brother and his children, my nephews and their families. Because if we not, let me know. I'ma still make money and I'm gonna have a good time. I'ma still help people despite y'all. Ain't that crazy? That the vengeance is, oh, I really helped you. Well, what has happened to us? I used to get beat down about that. You gotta have integrity. No, the president will never be someone that doesn't have integrity. Oh, you have to tell the truth all the time. Yeah, we see what happened with that kind of stuff. But, Anyway, I just did. I had to get it out. Oh, okay. Something itching. That sounds wrong. Okay, hold on for a second. This is informal. I just do the socks. I had to do something. And I was like, well, I might be able to use some pieces. I'd rather, utilize it than to allow it to be negative. I don't get why, we want to be combative to one another. We want to fight. I'm asking you about a solution, sir. What- It's either, hey, what's the, oh, come on up. I need to vent a little bit. I don't, I'm not understanding. Y'all's more than welcome. Come on up. I was just stay on here till my battery died. This is ridiculous. Why? I don't argue with nobody. You feel me? So don't get me wrong. I know I can have these conversations, but it's still minimal in comparison. Why are we still thinking this way? How do we change the thought process? Same way you do anything else. Psychology, sociology. For those of us who believe in science, is the study of. That's all that word means. The study of. And then that's why you got all the subgenres. Not the end all be all, the answer to everything. It honestly just takes what's already been here and kind of give us a deeper understanding. It don't. They still studying this all the time. We get studied all the time. But whatever. Uh, we were all put into this. You know, we all got here the same. Somebody's holding on tight. Some of us doing sweet loving. So yeah, I'm up for it. Let's talk. Hold on, so I don't talk by myself. You know what I want to do? I want to debate, like for real, for real. Like debate. People think I want to be. I'm trying to be rude. I'm not. I'm learning on trying to keep. I was so quiet. It was quite a long time. The minute I start talking, I've been on here 20 minutes. What the hell? Let me get my petty ass off here before I say something crazy. eh, eh. Oh, I wonder if it was in the paper. Let's just see if it was in the paper about it. I think it's weekly. I don't know when it come out. I just look it up online. Oh, welcome, hustler and muscular, y'all. I please. Oh, this is the best, just the best in the world. Hold on. Welcome. No introduction needed.
None at all.
What's up?
What's going on with you, chocolate? You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
it's ladies' night,
what is happening though? You said
and
what WTH is happening? What is happening? Because I
yes,
don't know.
like I. Oh my God,
Yeah,
who
man,
are
it's R&B
these?
Thursday still, man. I'm still in R&B Thursday mode.
Oh well, when is it over? Because I need
At 12
to.
o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
We on the same side of the world,
We on the
nigga.
same time zone, girl. All right. Until
I was
12
just
o'clock hit,
playing.
I'm chilling. I'll be chilling after 12 o'clock, to be honest with you. I might be
I'm
asleep probably by
still,
then.
I'm still chilling, but I need it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I jumped on my own because I was like, you know what? I'm feeling petty inside, and I don't want that to come out. No
Why? What you
need for
feeling petty
that.
for? For what?
So I'm going to readjust and take that energy. And now look, talking to some of my homies, and let's move forward on into the evening.
I
Bad,
don't
what's
even
up,
know.
Miss
I don't even
Caitlin?
know what's going on or what you
I know
feeling.
you
So
don't know what's going on. I know, I know. Let me tell you this. I have just had the last conversation with a dummy. That's all I'm gonna
you said
say.
with a dummy.
Yes, I'm done. Not talking to dumb men no more. If you a dumb man, please don't talk to me. Just stop.
Oh wow.
Don't don't argue with me. Don't ask me
Mm.
nothing. I refuse to dumb down my ability to think because you can only think between your uh black and mild and your
Nether regions.
and your bag and your tin and your nickel dime bag. Make me sound like somebody auntie out here. Y'all get on my nerves. The
Hmm.
lack the lack of information.
Define dumb man,
A
please.
man that is not have he is not using his mental capacities to see life in a better way for himself and others. Whatever
Okay.
path that may be. Whether it's you decide, I'm gonna join the military, have a wife, have a family. Hey, that's your business. Hey, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be a sexy bodybuilder. Boom, people done made options for you to do it. Options.
Bodybuilder.
I'm just saying, even if you into Bob Ross, like there's a convention where I can dress up like Bob Ross and go and meet other people dressed like Bob Ross. And if you don't know nothing about Bob Ross, then you can't talk to me right now. I don't want to know your name either. Standards, rules, and regulations, same one out here on these YouTube streets. I am invested in debunking every single one. I already know women don't need me to front for women, cape for women. It's enough of us out here. All I gotta do is send my money, donate to the ones
Mm.
already doing it. I don't care about women. I don't sleep with women.
Ooh.
I'm not
Get out of
marrying
there.
a woman. If you
Mm.
want me in this traditionalism that you have no idea the definition, you don't even know that white, even amongst white folks, no
Mm.
disrespect, but tonight, my non-melanated, please don't be disrespected. I'm in my blackity black mode tonight or morning for me, soon enough. My mother used to tell me she was a beautiful chocolate cocoa woman. I envied her color. I wanted to be her color because I got tired of being called half white.
Mm.
I got tired of my hair being pulled. I ain't cut my
Mm.
hair because of no man. I cut my hair because I got tired of bitches pulling it. Excuse my effing language. Tonight, I might be dropping some.
Mm.
Anyway, I'm tired of the excuses. Black men don't want to listen. Y'all supposed to be my protectors. But if I say, hey, why don't y'all help your man over here? His leg got shot off. Oh, that nigga don't need help. What? What? But you'll put your boy on, right? If you get a good job, you see he trying to work, you put your boy on. Even if you know he might just fuck it up. But you hope my boy got it this time. That's what we do for one another.
I mean, you
I don't
can't help
even
everybody.
know. Stop it.
I'm just
You're
saying.
no, stop saying that. What does that mean? Of course
I
you
mean,
can't
you
help
can't.
everybody.
Of course,
Of
yep.
course you can. Come on
Man,
now. Yes. How is it that I'm more positive for black men than black men are?
I guess
How the fuck is that happening?
we've been beaten down for many decades. I don't
And
know.
I'm not a pick me. I don't give a fuck if y'all pick me. But I'm gonna be damned if I'm gonna keep walking around a whole bunch of soft individuals telling me I need to let somebody lead me somewhere. Where to the
Well,
hole?
chocolate. Hold on, hold on, hold
I'm
on,
not
hold on.
gonna be no slave again. I'm leaving.
But
I
hold on,
know
chocolate.
how to
Hold on.
swim.
It ain't
May I
Okay.
about
say this, please?
me.
May I say this, please? You know what I
Go
mean?
ahead.
Listen.
I just think that this is why we just got to get rid of gender roles completely.
We're not
You know what I
though. It's
mean?
too late. It's
No,
been
no, it's
ingrained.
never too late.
Get
Chocolate, it's
rid of
never too
No,
gender
late.
no, no,
roles. What you
no.
mean
Hear
by
me
that?
out. Hear me out.
It's
Hear me
never,
out. Hear me out. So,
it's never
of
too late.
course, I know it ain't never too late till it's over. I'm with you. Till
Yeah,
we riding on the rims. I'm with you, right? But
yeah.
there's still only going to be so many different types of personalities that are going to fight to that level to see better for others. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that everyone has to do the same thing. We don't anyway. So stop shoveling that bullshit. It's an excuse. It is a fear. Let's just tell the truth. You don't want the white man fucking up our comfort over some two-bit idea. I know what black folks are talking about. We don't have shit to offer them as options, but you want to tell a black person, buy black. But if I need diapers, nigga, where the diapers at? I can't pay $18 for your bag today. Where the black
Mm,
diapers that's made for Sharita and them mom? Huh? For Terry and them dad. He a single father. Why don't they make shit for single fathers? I don't see black men doing shit but complaining out here.
Excuse me.
but
And
chocolate,
then,
chocolate,
hold on, I'm
chocolate.
almost done. And
Hmm.
then you have the fucking nerve and the audacity. Turn around and point at me and go, I'm masculine. Me wanting to see better for my people is masculine. When there has
Mm,
been nothing but black women warriors in history. Find me a punk ass black woman in history. Please show me that
Wow.
turned around and married a white man. That turned around and, oh, well, it doesn't matter because my children are. Yes, it does matter. Representation is everything in a community. But I'm too
mm.
masculine. You can't help everybody. Of course you can't.
Yeah.
But why not create the option? How many gyms? And I'm not even picking on you. For real. How many
No, I
gyms
know.
have you gone to in your life?
Gyms?
Gyms. You're muscular, right? Did you do all that at home?
Oh
That's
no, I was
fantastic.
at the gym 2 days ago.
Okay, so you go to your gym because it's close to you?
Well, it's one. Well, they're both close to me, so hey.
Oh wow. Now so you got pick you can choose between the two, right?
Yeah.
Which
Except the one.
gives you what, sir?
Yeah, but it's
Get
one
you
gym.
sir, huh?
One gym has no sonar chamber. Can I talk, woman? One gym has
No,
no sonar chamber or
I want
workout pad.
my
So,
answer. I want my answer first, and then you got it.
what
What
answer?
is that called, sir? You have one gym on one side street, and you got another gym on other side street that you get to choose from. What is that called, sir?
I don't know. Choices? I don't know.
Oh my God! And why do you have choices, sir?
Because there's more than one place to go to. Are
Oh,
the limits to just one
oh,
thing?
oh my God! You about to make my drawers jump right out the screen. The common
Okay.
sense. And I think a lot of times it's because I'm a woman. I think a lot of times it's because I'm not supposed to look. And at first I thought I was playing. I thought, oh, you being paranoid, Shakira. I said some dummy out here thinking you probably don't look like how you talk. And not even, oh shit. Not even a month later, I'm on a panel. I don't have my picture, I'm like not on camera. And then I had to switch, and that picture was a little bigger. So the guy, instead of listening to what the other women say, gonna say, "You don't look like you should talk like that. I thought you was ugly."
Who
Cause
said that?
I had my chocolate earth, just the emblem, you know?
Oh yeah, that like kind of what I got.
Right. But again, I don't let that stop deter me. Like, I run into bigoted, racist, misogynist, sexist shit all the time, on and off. However, me, over the process of life, understood what is more important. Me worrying about what these white folks think of me, what these black people think about me, these Asians. I don't care what they think about me. They'll either get to know me or they won't. I'm not gonna meet all of them. They ain't gonna meet all of me. But that doesn't mean we don't create options. That's capitalism. And why do black men try to dance around that? How many black gyms you been to, sir? This is an aggressive interview. I'm sorry. But how many gyms have you been to? Like black owned gyms in your lifetime or area? Either one of you gentlemen can speak, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Yeah,
mute
let
up.
me let me
Go
no no
ahead.
let me just make this statement, and then what I mean, you can definitely ask whatever questions you want. I've never been to a black gym. I'll just say that. But let me say this: the great Malcolm X talked about this though. He talked about how you know our people will always fight a war between two forces. You know what I mean? We'll fight a war where we're being distracted by our own, right? Whether it's entertainers, celebrities, people on social media, whatever, right? So we'll have that war. Then we'll be fighting a war against people of other ethnic, races or cultures, right? Who don't want us to, have anything. So
Currently.
these are things this is things that's been going on for forever. So this is not something that should make you, I mean, at times, yes, it's gonna frustrate you because you're on that Malcolm X side. You're on that Shirley Chisholm side. You're on that Mary McLeod Bethune side, that Martin Luther King side, where you are fighting to make things better. And
But
even though you're not perfect, you know what I
best.
mean, and none of us are, you're still fighting to try to make change. And
But
when
I
you're
don't
fighting to try to make
represent.
change,
But I don't
go,
represent. I don't. I have to tell you this. I have no idea what I'm overall mixed with. Culturally, I was raised the way my family raised me.
no,
However,
that's not
but hold
what
on, let
what
me
I'm
let me
saying.
say this. Now hold on, I know you're not saying it. What I'm saying is when sometimes when I talk to black men about building something for their future and they look at me like, how is this connected to you? That's scary. I'm a black woman. I want to see you win. No, you don't. Go ahead. Just go ahead. I'm just throwing
No,
that
no,
in
but
there.
yes, you're gonna like I said, you're gonna always have that twofold war. But the thing is that when you are revolutionary, you gotta understand that systematically, if you read books like the Willie Lynch letter, systematically these things have been in place before you and I even existed. It's been in place for centuries. This is a systematic issue. You know what I mean? They did it before slavery, they did it during slavery, and they did it after slavery, and segregation, civil rights, and all that. This is systematic. You know what I mean? It's designed to make your people fight
But
against
how do
you.
you think, hold
And
on, Mr. Best, how do you think that we survived this long? Because someone had to sneak away and build
yes,
something.
yes, somebody had to
So
be a
why
Harriet
is
Tubman.
that such a
Somebody had to be a
crazy?
Malcolm X.
But
Yes.
you don't have, you could be a Jimmy from around the street. I'm just talking about you do not have to be this outstanding character to
No, those
to
people. No, but those people
no no no
started
no.
out from humble
We're
beginnings. A
not,
lot of them did.
Mr. Best. We're not. We're not polarizing. Not yet. Enough of people know us, but not more with the message that we want to convey, as especially as black men and women. I am, yes, I know black men will tell me I'm being paranoid, I'm being silly. I don't, the only man I got to protect me is my brother. I don't have any men to call on that I'm not worried that something else, if I let them know I'm vulnerable, that something won't happen to me. These are the things that's constantly like, and then when I hear men be so nonchalant about women saying to them, "Hey, look, yeah, I'm standing outside looking in," but y'all like analogies. The best chefs in the world are what? Men. Still, yeah, you got women who have made it to a level, but in all honesty, you go to the majority of restaurants if they go that level or have that. That was a job for men at one point. Women weren't allowed to be chefs, but yet you want us to cook in the kitchen. Makes no
Well,
sense.
I
well,
mean,
listen.
cook and clean for your
Um,
husband. Now, if you do it for a living, that's okay. But if you want to be in a traditional relationship, you have to cook for your husband.
Why can't you cook for yourself?
Well, balance it out. I mean,
Hey,
come
hey,
on.
hey. But why can't we say that first? We don't say balance it out first. We say
but
Because we
you
want to
need
make
to
sure you're
do.
going
my
to.
whole
We want to
We
make. Let me
want
say this
to.
real quick. We want to make
Okay.
sure that as a woman, you're going to conform to your
How do you
role
make
as a
sure? How
wife,
you
and that's
make
part of
sure?
it.
Give
Huh?
me a list. Where's your
Huh?
application? How do y'all make sure? I need
but
answers.
here's the thing.
I
This is all
don't
I'm
know
trying to
what's
say.
going on here.
This all I'm trying to say. This is all I'm trying to say. The voice of the revolutionary, or the voice of people who are logical, or the voice of people who want things to be unified, and things that are few and far in between. There always will be. It always has been that. It's not everybody. It's not all people.
Of
You know what I mean?
course, I
Yes,
got
you know, and that's why Tupac suffered. That's why all the people that are revolutionaries or that want to make change will suffer. You know what I mean? That's just
why.
part of the cause. But you know what I mean? But the thing is this: in the suffering, they was able to make change,
You know
right?
why they? Because
So
you know why they suffer. Because human beings are afraid. And let's bring it down all the way to us, black folks.
facts, facts,
Black
facts.
folks are afraid. We've just gotten to the point where we are a lot looser in areas. And the reason why the what you want to call the the balance is so off is because no one had a voice. Now all of us do. And there is things that are being said to other black men. And when I hear black men on this app talking about they care about these boys, but a turn around
I guess you have to mute for a while, but damn.
I guess connection went out. But chocolate, if you hear me, let me just say this. This is why you just have to get away from
I'm
certain
still here.
communities on
Oh,
social
she's back.
media. This is
No,
this is
it's
why
not
I don't
that.
this
No,
is why
Mr.
I don't
Bad.
this is why I don't do anything when it
Mm,
comes to people in the manosphere or people who are overly feminist or whatever else. I stay
Mr.
away
Bad.
from these groups. And I stay
Mr.
away
Bad.
from these groups because they're not in the same vibe and energy I'm on. I'm not
Let me
saying
back.
they're not as smart as me. I'm not saying they're not as whatever as me. But they have a certain frequency they want to operate on. And a lot of their frequency has to do with the vision. So I just stay away from them. I stay with people who want to be
Well, I got you.
controversial,
I
or
got
people who
you.
want to be dramatic, or people who want to be hateful, or people who want to cause
That's
division
not
in
that's
any type
not
of
it.
way. You know what I mean? So I just stay away from them. You know what I
But
mean?
I
Because there's so many people, there's so many communities on here that are trying to build. You know
right,
what I mean? Like I said,
exactly. The
these
only
people
way
are
we
not perfect,
connect
but they're trying
though.
to build.
But
You know what
honey,
I'm
this
saying?
is what
So
I'm trying to get
that
you to.
that's
Hello.
that's who I gravitate towards. So anybody else doing something different,
I'm
I
trying
just I don't even
to
see them.
get
You feel me?
to understand from my eyes. I don't have your eyes. I got mine. I will try to look as closely next to yours as possible. But our perception can always be a little altered. We talk about the past, but we don't talk about the fact that we don't teach young men how to love themselves in this society. How important that is in comparison, because we've seen it. We see what a black man looked like when he got all the options available. That's what we fought for, right? That's what that's what they're yelling about, right? This is this civil rights, right? It people kept building regardless of the burnouts, lynchings, robberies, lies. I was watching this documentary earlier. Yes, I like documentaries. A lot of black women like. And this documentary discussed and delved into the books of why these particular black men were lynched in this particular part of town. One of them said he annoyed a white woman. Mind you, this is in the 60s, okay? Our parents ain't that old. We see the country we in and we still on this. You need to bow down to your husband. What we need to be doing is prepping and teaching people how to throw Chinese stars. What you need to be learning is how to cut meat open, cure it, smoke it, learn how to fish. Because again, unless you are blessed to be in a profession where your money go up with your performance like that, it's a lot of people that's gonna be and are already out of work. We only make up 4% of DEI, but we got hit too. It's only 46 million of us. Well, give or take now, right? I'm just concerned. And then I'm supposed to choose out of these type of men to procreate and make more children with. When you can't see past your shoes, and I know every black man is not every black man. It's like I don't need to prove that every time I talk outside. Talk, I don't
You
have
ain't gotta prove nothing to me because I already know. But it
well
seems
that is
like,
because
yeah, you ain't gotta
you
prove that to me. I already know all of us men are not the same. You see, I'm not the same.
no, of course. We are similar and different. That's
Yep.
what makes it beautiful, right? I do
Mm,
believe in those things. Yes. Like my mother used to call me a hippie.
a hippie.
Yeah.
I
She
ain't heard
said I
that word in 20 years. I thought hippie was more of a
right.
60s term.
No,
That's what
no,
our parents and
no.
grandparents were. Well,
Well,
grandparents, I
not
should
my
say.
grand. I don't. I think my aunt. You know what I mean? Not my grandparents. I know my aunts was there because my grandfather was in the military during
A
that
salute
time,
to, from one
and
vet to another,
so
salute to your granddaddy.
and so was my father.
So,
Um, and so I've seen what fighting someone else's made up agenda look like on both sides, to the positive and to the negative. Um, all I see now at this point, I'm a person that I like to watch the news. I'm not out here looking for a date. I
mm.
really want to work with people and help our people.
I mean,
Our, our,
you're not looking for a date, but you're open to the possibility of one.
no, because I'm not that woman. I
Okay, I
don't
mean,
wanna. I don't want to disappoint anybody's idealism of me. But I know that there are certain things that I would never say online, but there are certain things that I have going on in my own personal life that I wouldn't want to bring somebody in until they're resolved in some kind of way.
yeah, I guess so.
Huh. You
I
know
mean, you
what?
would
Let me
think,
ask you this: if money
yes,
was no object,
huh?
what that? If money was no object, no
If money,
money, wait, money, right? I ain't asking you for nail money. You not asking me for gas money. We good. We okay in life. We don't have to put that dynamic in there, right?
yeah,
I don't know about you, sir, but for me it felt amazing. when I was dating, as my mother told me, dating ain't free. And she's right. And we ain't just talking about y'all taking us on a date.
I think you went out again, but I get it. Yeah, you're gonna have to spend some kind of money when you go out on a date. Whether it's going to a movie or going to, well, I don't
Oh,
know. Yeah, I'm here. I mean, you got to
oh,
spend some kind of
bad.
money. You got to spend some kind of
But
money when
see
you're on a
here,
date.
okay, then stop right there. Let's do it.
But then again, maybe you shouldn't have to because a simple walk in the
Where
park or,
no,
huh?
no, 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 because this happens. You ain't wrong. Please, no wrong answers here. We trying to learn. Because maybe something will connect for another person. I don't do it just to be saying stuff. Like I know there's other people who, whether they agree or disagree, think like I do in some form. And so I gravitate to those type of people. Sometimes you get a bad egg in there every now and then. People who got through pretending enough to get by me. And so it happens, right? Because I'm a person that's social. I need a man that's going to be very confident within himself that just because I'm out talking to other men or I'm working with construction or I'm building something or doing something that I've already started, it's already been in play. I'm all right. I'm not looking for your money. I want your emotional intelligence.
Okay.
Talk to
I mean,
me.
that's rare to see in 2025. It's been rare
No,
for the
it's
last couple of
not. No,
years.
it's not. If you don't go look for it, it's like saying gold is rare. Well, yeah, no, you're not gonna find it walking down the street, but gold is all over you at the US. You can still mine for gold in
Well,
certain
you know
parts
what they say? They had an
of
old
the
saying,
country.
everything that glitters isn't always gold, you know.
Oh my God, I'm gonna need you to stop t-shirting me right now. Come on
I'm just
now.
saying
We don't have to do that. The truth is the truth. You work on your body for what reason?
for
Did
myself.
you see, hold on, did you see someone? Thank you, I'm sorry. For yourself, got you. Did you have anyone inspire you to get into weightlifting?
Unless you want to count pro athletes or martial art practitioners
Count
or people in
whoever
the
you
sport.
want. Count whoever you want. Who's your inspiration?
As a kid, it was John Claude Van Damme because I love the martial arts stuff.
Okay, yeah, I used to watch his movies. Yep, yep. Okay. So did you want to be just a martial artist? Or did you want to be an actor? Be playing a martial artist? Or was it more, I want to get my body looking just like that?
I'm gonna say a little bit of all that. I thought about being an
Okay.
actor, never got around to it. It never,
That
I couldn't find nothing for it.
okay. But you realized that even with that, you had other options.
Yep.
That wasn't the only thing. Because other human beings created opportunities so that you have options. That's all that's happening. Capitalism. But I don't know why black men out here twisting themselves into a pretzel. Why can't you don't need me? I'm just throwing this out here to say, hey, do group economics. Get you and your man some mental health packages. Y'all need to go to the spa. Somebody need to create a black man spa that ain't got nothing to do with sex. Go get them feet looked at.
No.
Get somebody involved with that back. Talk to women if you want to learn how to be a woman, how to get a woman.
What?
Talk to a woman if you want to get a woman. Stop
Okay.
listening to these brothers. Their advice is bad for y'all.
No, not all there. Well, some of
All
them
of it.
knuckleheads there.
All of
I
it.
mean,
Black
think
people
of it
don't.
like this.
Black folks ain't talking about nothing out here but
Uh,
relationships. Stop, sir. Come on, come on. We gotta be real.
Ever had that one knucklehead in high school who thought he had game and knew how to talk to women, but really he don't know shit? Yes, plenty of those walking around.
Yes, because there was it wasn't one guy. You and I both know that. Come on, man. It wasn't just
Or
one dude. It was plenty of folks. And you can't get an ideology off like that without normalizing it. And what did they do for our black asses? We're going to put it on TV. Timmy, this is what you need to do. Everything happened in 30 minutes, solved problem.
mm-hmm.
But what about the kids that's coming home to no food, no parents, elderly parents?
Damn, that
I
sucks.
but it happens every day. Do you know how many babies we got in orphanages? The reason why these folk can go and adopt our children, but yet will call somebody a coon because they raised in a different culture. Who they supposed to hold on to? We have no options. Where black school at? You want to teach kids around the country about our heritage, about the different paths and lands and places we've been? Then come on, let's do it. You got these YT people. They got ebooks for everything. But black folks don't think we need any of that. We're gonna keep on. That's all I know. That's all I know. Of course, I already got a plan for my individual family and my friends and
Yeah, okay.
things like that. However, having a mate for me is more about navigation through life than him being the richest, tallest, six figurist. I need to know who he is when the lights is off. Who is he when the door closed? When it's
Same.
just him and I. Then perfect. Awesome for me because I'm me 24/7.
Yep.
Know how to handle myself when I need to. Know how to
Good to
talk
know.
to who I talk when I need to.
Good to know. Whew,
But
my shit.
I also don't mind cutting somebody clean, smooth off either.
Well,
Is
they
it
deserve it. Mm-hmm.
exactly to me they do. We don't do the second chance dance. Oh, let me come
I
back. Come
mean, they
back to
say everybody
what?
deserves a second chance, don't they not?
You can't. That's bullshit. Just like a lot of the things we say to prove our love to one another. My love is conditional. If you disrespect it, take it for granted, cheat on it, abuse it in any kind of way, or do something I find disrespectful to the place that we can't come back from, let it go. Don't bother me. I'm not gonna bother you, I promise. I don't believe in that. Once I don't feel that for you, I what do you do? Stay and cheat, stay and fight. That's not marriage. Shit, that's the stock market. That's a boardroom. I don't want to fight my man for dominance in my house because he Swiffered the bathroom. What? Who is in our house? Don't nobody see what we doing? This chocolate after dark, honey. I ain't got no kids on here.
Uh-huh.
No,
Good
because
to
I'm a single woman.
Hey,
I don't
good
got
to
no ears. I ain't
but
got
one
no I don't
oh,
I you know what I'm saying? When I like videos like this, I'm putting them together. I'm turning them into videos and editing and a whole bunch of stuff. Just polishing up.
okay, okay. Well, from one single childless man to another single childless woman, don't you think it gets lonely sometimes?
Yes. I never say that I don't get lonely sometimes. That I don't miss having having those parts of me that I know only because of what I like, only a man can offer me. So that only is another human being. Will I substitute it versus safety? Yeah. Because for me as a woman, I can only take so many chances. I can only go so far, right?
Yeah, you
Right.
can.
Remember, I can only go so far. Don't try again with your old dried up womb.
Old
Get
dried
out
up.
of here, you old bat, with
Mhm.
your old feminist ways. Bruh, I did not. What's so funny? I grew up far from a feminist household.
So you
Okay.
grew up in a traditional household. Okay.
No, wasn't shit traditional about my life. Come on, man. You better get out of here. I
Okay,
don't
what was so untraditional about it?
I
Please
don't think
explain.
you ready for that story, bud.
I've heard enough craziness and seen enough craziness.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that,
surprise me at this point.
no, it's not that. It's a my craziness. I just like your experience through life is different than mine. This mine. It's crazy to me. Not in comparison. It's crazy to me
It won't be
because
so crazy for me.
right. You know what I mean? It's just like that's why don't you think? And I'm just asking this because I find that you are an intelligent man. I know that and understand me a lot better than maybe another brother would in this circle that that gets the fact that I am a rider for the community. And when I say community, I ain't just talking about some dude down the street. Are we forgetting that there's elderly in our community?
Mhm.
Children,
And yeah,
widows, right? Because black folks love to semi quote the Bible within their lives. And I ain't knocking it. But sometimes I think it's to the detriment of our own. If you ain't sincere about it, let it be. Don't front. You about that money, be about that money.
just leave God out of it.
That ain't never gonna happen. You could go back to the beginning of time. Whatever was the slice of the day. Before it was money, it was minerals. People lost their blood over minerals. Dirt, trees, imaginary lines. Men will take another man's life over such a small infraction.
Yeah, and what's changed since then? Not a whole lot.
No, you started taking it out on your women. That's what's happened. You don't take it out on your intended target because, again, it would mean that you would have to admit that you every day have to submit to the same man that your black, big lipped, eyelash wearing, big ponytail, no hair, educated, zeta, beta, whoever she may be in this life, is being treated better than you, black man. We want y'all to come up with us. Either it's fear or lack of change. There's some men who do this. They get with their women. Baby, I see your plan. Let's go. It doesn't matter because it's a woman or a man. It's just the person, the traits, the desire to go, I want to have better, baby. How can we do this together? We know that there are examples out there like this, but we will pretend as though they don't exist. For what? Clicks
Mm.
and views. Extra cash apple too.
Mhm.
Hmm. So I pay very close attention to what people say. Sometimes it's better to be the loud distraction in the front so you can hear what's in the back. Listen, I ain't got no hate on these brothers out here. I don't hate men anyway. I
Good to
watched the No, it's not good to know. It's natural. I don't
Okay.
hate my men. And there's a lot of us who like y'all still. Why you think we out here? Do y'all be paying attention? No, just like in school. That's why
I pay,
you
I
always
paid
miss the
attention
good
in
girl.
school. I can't
Mm-mm.
remember everything. I can't remember everything, but I paid attention in school.
Nah, but you didn't pay attention to the girl who was trying to tell you it ain't us that friend zone. It's y'all. Y'all make a girl feel like trash if she ain't bringing what you need, and then blame me and say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have been so sensitive." You're a child.
What? Say that again.
Emotionally. Hold on, I don't know what's going on with these mics. Hold on, y'all.
Uh,
How's that better? Worse? Let's see. Hold
I
on.
I I can hear you now. You were saying about the friend zone.
Yes. Okay. Let's have this conversation because y'all always want to act like um women get the most. Okay. How do I sound? Clearer,
Yeah,
better,
you sound
louder.
clear. You do.
Okay. Bet. So why do we pretend as though? Let's stop pretending today. Kev, what's up, son? Come on up. I'm up. I got the drinks. I got the hot tub out. Nothing crazy.
Hot
We just
tub.
yeah. You ain't never hung out at a hot with a hot tub, a
I've been
big
to
hot
a hot
tub
tub
with
in a long time.
men and other women. You ain't never done that before.
I ain't been to a hot tub in who knows how long.
Maybe you need to get you in a hot tub, sir. Maybe that might feel good to you. But anyway, hold on. Hit it, Kev. Hey, that's my boy. Hold on. Hey, Kev. So nice to see you. Happy New Year, my brother.
Well, how you doing, baby? It's good to
Happy
see you
New
too.
Year.
I'm
You know I got
still
to get up
here,
here
baby.
whenever I hear that voice of yours. I'm coming.
Oh, thank you. I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I had some bumps and bruises. I went through my Rocky 1, 2, and 3. I'm good. I'm here.
Hey, what's going on, hustler?
What's good?
All right, just checking in.
I'm first trying to understand how can I be so aggressive. No, I'm just playing. I ain't gonna put that on here.
I like
No,
aggressive. I like it
that's what
when
they
Yeah,
all
if they
say.
think you're aggressive, baby,
No,
that just mean they don't know how to handle you.
exactly. Stop it. Let me tell you
I said
something.
aggressive. I didn't say abusive. That's different.
Uh, well, okay, give me an example then of aggression from a woman to you. Like, what would you be like? Oh, yeah, that I understand that that's a an aggression of it attract me.
I
Got
don't
what I
know.
mean?
Like if we're playfully talking shit with each other, you make a snarky remark, I respond with a snarky remark of my own, or we're just having drinks and we're play fighting with each other. That kind of aggression I can handle.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah,
Like,
you break up with me.
like if you make fun of my head, I make
That's
fun of
that's
your
a
head,
good hot
kind of
tub
like that,
aggression there.
huh?
That's good hot tub aggression right there.
That's what he
I'm
say.
messing
Say,
with
listen,
chocolate. That's
but
all.
see, this is what I mean. And so people don't believe me. I have had the opportunity to do things in my life that nothing to do with sex, nothing illicit, but to be around other black men of different ages and eras over time with my personal and business life and
Yeah, that's
corporation.
not good for me.
Why? What's wrong? Why is that not good for you?
Well, I don't want to be around a bunch of people that I'm attracted to and not think about sex. I want that
No,
option.
no, 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 no. I ain't
Exactly.
saying that. No,
That's
that's
a
what
good
I'm saying.
point.
I'm
I
just
don't
telling you
know
how
what
a
they.
man think, baby. I know
But
you know this
listen.
already.
Don't put me
But
around
hold
no
on. Here
That
my
sounds like freedom
response.
to you, but
category
that's a little
cheater.
torturous to us.
I know it is though. I'm aware. I'm very aware. So I try not to be. Nobody's ever seen me be flirty out here. Like
I,
if I'm
But we know you're good at it.
if
We can hear your voice
oh
and know
honey,
you're good
yes.
at it.
No, I wasn't always. I wasn't
Yeah, but we
always.
know you're good at
yeah.
it. You missing the point.
Okay, and I'd say this on a lighter note. I again
See,
and
hustle, they
I
be
said this.
underestimating us. Hustle, like we don't know. We
No,
might not
no,
say
no.
nothing, but
Nah, it ain't
we be
me.
right there with y'all, baby. Like you
It ain't
about
but
to
see,
say.
y'all don't give
I'm
yourself
just saying, we be
date
right
me.
there with you.
It ain't me. I know men understand you.
I
Hmm.
know we understand each
Well, what you
other.
think is wrong with the
It,
rest of the sisters then? Like that's really thrown off about men, and we ain't that complicated, sweetie.
Here's the thing, and I'm not gonna say that women are thrown off, but they're also a product of our black society as a whole, just like I'm a product of that. I
Right.
grew up in a single family household
Mm-hmm.
where I not only
Wait, you say single family. What's that?
so my mother and father were married.
Okay, so you grew up in a married household, because some people think, just a person or a woman having 2 or 3 kids is a family. Just a single woman with kids.
That's a single mother.
Yes, that's all that is. So when you say single family, okay, well, you talking about you grew up in a family, a household, right? Now, I personally didn't, chocolate. I'm gonna let you keep rolling. I just grew up with my mom, me and my brother, my mom, and she had 2 sons.
Two what?
Where me and my brother is only me and my brother and my mom grew
Two
up in the
sons.
household.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh, you said 2 sons.
I said my mama had 2 sons. Did I say that bad?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from New Orleans, man. That shit don't come out right all the time.
Okay. Yeah, but I get it. So
Hmm.
it was just you and your mother, chocolate? Damn, we should go that quick.
Mm. See, chocolate dropped off. I had some questions I wanted to ask her that only she could.
Yeah, she'll be back. I mean, it's her show. She was having connection issues earlier, so yeah.
Hmm. Where you from, Hustler?
Well, born and raised in Chicago. Now I stay in the suburbs.
Okay, my daughter's mother is from Hyde Park, Chicago.
Hyde Park.
Hyde
Oh,
Park,
okay.
Illinois. Yeah.
I know exactly where that is. I ain't been out there in so long.
Yeah, so I never been out there either, but that's just our area, and I know our friends and stuff like that, and
Okay.
just different communities. And see,
Yeah.
this is what I wanted to this is what I wanted to ask Chocolate, because we be on the same page with some shit about the DEI hire situation. And what I don't understand, and it's only so many black women or sisters that I even willing to ask the question, because I feel that they could give me the good answer without getting emotionally driven on the shit. Is I don't understand why they have so many black people and black women supporting stomping for DEI hires when it only hires 3 or 4% of black people. Now we didn't even say black women. When I say black people, that's also including trans Africans, and Caribbeans. That's not what in my opinion, that's not what we fought for as a black people here. Like take Costco, the DEI high, 76% white folks. I mean white women. Then you have some trans men, and then you also have Latinos, which is 31% of the the voting block. I mean the hiring block, and we down there splitting 10% with blacks and others. But all we see is blacks stumping for DEI and marching for them. I don't understand that. That goes to me like diversity, inclusion, and all that kind of stuff. Minority, we don't get nothing out of that. We ain't getting enough out of that, period. And I don't understand why it seems like it's a separation with the votes with the sisters in that. That's how I look at it. I don't see nothing. I don't see black people getting shit out of that. That makes
Mhm.
sense to you?
What is the DEI, by the way?
Whereas diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Oh, that diversity,
Right,
equity, and inclusion.
right.
Oh,
So, but it also employed a whole lot of white women, gay, trans, and LGBTQ stuff like that. Same thing is like when they said affirmative action, right? Like people actually thought that helped black people. It helped more white people than Asians getting colleges than anything. So seemed like every time they change it, because they don't want because they just want everybody to be inclusive. I don't. I'm a separatist personally. I delineate. in a second. I have my reasons for that because I respect, because our history and what we fighting for as a people. Same thing since 70s and Martin Luther King and all that, Malcolm X, Black Panthers. And I know my girl wants to have her chocolate, foundation going. Black Panthers, the Deacon Boys, uh, that you go through Black Wall Street, every damn march, every ass whooping, every hanging, all the way through to modern day redlining. We fought for us. We didn't fight for everybody else, but the women is including everybody else. And they become the voice for everybody else. And I don't get that as a black man. It's not helping.
Doesn't sound like it is, really.
Right. You know why? Because when you take black people or black Americans out of it, everybody get in on the shit. It's like after King got killed in 68, I think, what is it, 68? Well, the money stuff, whatever money came in, and then we had immigration and stuff like that. All that money went to, I have friends that are Asians. Their parents came in the 70s and got the damn Freeman money, and then they got redlined and said, you have to open your business in this area in New Orleans or these areas here. And that's how they got their business started.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's the same money that was supposed to be allocated to us that we
Nice.
fought for. But our women not on board with that. They still with the all inclusive and everything like that. And that's why you got the Mexicans out there now looking for them to come help.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to hear her opinion on that because I don't get it. Because see, the whole movement used to be black people, black power, whatever, black Americans and stuff like that. Now it's just black women saying that they're going for self on some shit. But if they're going for self, okay, well, if you go for self and you go get DEI, you can't at least get it, at least get what's coming to you, what's owed to you.
Oh, there you are.
What's good? Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah,
Do I
you
Yeah.
sound
hear what
low?
I'm saying?
Okay. I apologize. Thank y'all so much for staying up here.
Yeah.
So we good to go. Please, gentlemen, continue the dialogue. I'm jumping back
Well,
in.
actually, he had a question for you about. He had a question for you. I was just listening to him.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Please
I'm
ask
about to
away.
hop off in a little bit anyway. I'm about to go to sleep. I got to
Oh,
get up
that's
in the
right.
morning.
Yeah, I live at night. Yes. All right.
Have a good one, brother. But yeah, I was
All right, you
calling to
too.
ask you about what you thought about the whole DEI situation. And and
Oh,
and what
yeah.
I'm gonna get out what I was saying about it because I'll give
Yes,
you my
please. Go
thoughts
ahead.
first,
Go ahead.
right?
Yes, please.
And I know which you plans for a black planet, black area, black city, stuff like that, and things of that sort. What I don't understand, I had this was having these debates before, and I don't really talk to many people because you know how they get all emotional and
Of
shit
course. Of
online,
course. Yes, a
right?
lot. They bring they
Right.
regular stuff
I'm
that
like, I'm not with the DEI stuff. It's not even helping black people. And it's like minority and inclusion and all of that stuff that's not helping. That's not we not getting nothing out of that. When you go to talk to when you look at Costco hiring practice, 76% of it is white women. 30 something percent, damn near 30% is Latinos. And then there's LBGTQ. And we down there at the bottom with 10% high, and we split that with other blacks. That's crazy. It's just like, okay,
will
if
be
we go for, if we fighting for something which we've been fighting for all of this time since the 60s,
yeah,
70s, and
yeah.
we need more than that to stop including everybody in our shits.
That's what I'm saying. And so I agree with you. And it has
Yeah, and I
nothing
was
to
trying to tell
do
my cousin
with
that, and I'm like, look, y'all got to stop this
they
shit.
got they but again, like I said, I also understand our audience is a variety within our culture. So let's just dance with the $46 million number. Okay. They're
Hmm.
saying that's how many of us are here.
Right, right.
Let's cut half of those in half and let's say every southern state from Florida back to Arizona up to Virginia, West Virginia, I'm sorry, you that's the where we were, because that's where these inhabitants decided to rest. So of course we're gonna settle. How much further were we able to go? You can tell with thought process during a societal panic,
Well,
so to
see,
speak.
the thing was we was gaining steam until we started getting to until they start changing the name of shit. Right.
I cannot say more to you.
Because you remember that, like I remember my aunts, and I'm down here in New Orleans, so
Mhm.
they start going to HBCU schools, and we just not had first generational blacks throughout the South. I'm not sure where you from. This first time going to college and
Well, I'm
shit.
from the Midwest, so the people that came from the South during that change are a lot of why you have so many black people in the Midwest, from Illinois, Indiana,
Yeah,
back
but
all the
see, we
way.
still here, and the
You know.
Midwest mentality has changed a good bit. Just like the East Coast brothers have mentality has changed. The fight is still the same. I don't understand what the point is. The whole march and the whole thing was for blacks to get on point. We cannot add anybody else on. You see how they bogarting everything that we do, from Jamaicans to Pan Africans to Latinos to El Salvadorians. They all get the benefits that we fought for, right? They come in getting more benefits than we ever got in our entire damn history.
Okay, so now, and I agree
Hmm.
with you.
Right.
There's no disagreement on that. As
Hmm.
far as what history has shown us so far, I'll get it to anybody out here. My issue lies with this, kid. How much more do we need to see of our community? Because this surface level stuff we doing, these are hardworking people out here supporting other people's channels. These
Hmm.
is everyday folks. These is disability people. These is folks that have to be home or working a crazy shift. Or how many people we have touched being willing to come out here and speak,
Yeah,
keeping
no
people
doubt
up at the
times are
wheel.
changing. No doubt,
Right.
that's a good thing. And it's
How,
like, and see when I think
but
and look,
not
I
give,
looked at a
but
report that
not
made
for
me
us though. Not for
right.
us, it hasn't changed. And
Right.
that is
And see,
my
I looked at a
problem.
report that just showed that, and I thought about your community that you wanted. We lost since 19. These people been fighting since the early 70s, late 60s. The black farmers, right union, the black
Yes,
farmers.
sir.
We lost
Yes, sir.
97% of our motherfucking black farmers. And I live in the South. We used our black farmers driving through the neighborhood, still selling vegetables and shit. Or the
Let
local
me
grocery store that they can sell to. We lost, and we ain't talking about just cabbage and mustard greens and stuff. We talking about chicken farmers. We talking
yeah.
about all that, cow,
Well,
pig,
this
pork
is
farmers. So
big.
we lost all that, and we just now getting $2 billion that's going to be split between minorities and minority groups. Minority groups didn't lose that. We did.
Here's what I say.
Yes.
Again, I'll give it to you. I wasn't there. I know based on what I've learned, I'm getting whoever else left over to tell the story, right? Then you back it up by what we did get or what we don't. I can see it. No one had to tell me. I was just a astute little girl. That's all. I was too
Right.
nosy for my own good out the gate. That's what but that's what black people
I
tell you.
got you. Yeah, but that's how we
Now,
learned how to read.
a little boy is inquisitive. I'm nosy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we start with these little black microaggressions to each other that we don't even know we do. I have nothing against any black man other than the man. The only man I have a problem with, I'm sorry, men I have a problem with are men who hide behind misogyny and pretend as though things are okay for us as women out here.
Yeah,
You
but you know
swear,
what?
hold on, no
I
Kev, no
mean,
Kev, no Kev.
that's a
Let me
small
finish.
group of
No, it's not
dudes.
Kev.
Okay,
Kev,
well, you so
listen,
okay. Let
listen,
me ask you
listen,
a question.
listen. I'm
Go
a
ahead.
woman, Kev. I'm
Okay,
40. I'm 45 years old, Kev.
right, and I'm 53.
Okay, great. I am attracted to heterosexual men,
Okay,
preferably black men.
right.
Okay. Now, what I've learned from the relationships and encounters from my father to now is that again, I understand that black men aren't giving grace. Y'all don't give each other grace, so I know you ain't giving me none. I know that's harsh to say, but it used to be that I thought, oh, well, maybe I don't have standards where black men are concerned. Maybe I'm not asking for
Yeah, but
the
you don't
right
have a
question.
problem with black men.
How do you know that though, Kev?
Okay, if you do,
All you
then
know,
there's
hold on,
always
baby.
there's all kind of counseling for that.
If there's a just as there's many as black men who don't want to go to counseling, there are black women who don't
Okay, and then
believe
that's
in
their
it too.
problem. They have to
But
deal with it.
what
But I'm
we
talking about the
right,
people.
exactly,
Hmm.
exactly, Kev. Let's
Hmm.
talk about the people who want it, not those. This go round. If I was to say anything to
Well,
my
I
ancestors,
really don't get into that gender war shit. I don't
hold
believe
on.
in it.
But you got
I think it's a
men,
joke. I think it's stupid shit that people from
but that
Chicago
boy,
and New York talk about and Atlanta talk about over and over,
no,
and it just hurt people. So
yes, it's a myth
people that are
because
in good people that are in relationships. I got an old man and a old lady, a girlfriend, a wife, and they're
right,
not complaining. They're
right,
not complaining.
because they are living,
Okay,
which
but
is
they're not complaining. Now the ones that's not living, that's their fault. That's their problem.
exactly if
Okay,
there
yeah,
might,
that, and same thing for the
but
most of the
hold
black
on.
men, as per se, that don't have women. The niggas shouldn't be on
So
YouTube complaining.
here's
That's their fault. That's on
but
you.
Kev,
Hmm.
here's my issue with that. I don't mind having a conversation about relationships. I don't have anything that I'm ashamed of in my life that I was not aware of and that I did without push or I wanted to do that. I know my own mind. I don't
Yeah,
need
but see, that's
liquor.
your relationships. I
Hold
mean, these
on,
people having
hold
a
on, hold
well-rounded.
on.
Yeah,
Listen, I was lucky, Kev. Lucky. Just because you black, that don't give you wisdom. Just because you black, that doesn't make you a good parent. I grew up with a father who was addicted to drugs, and it had adverse effect on myself, my sisters, my brothers, the women in his life because of his pain. Now, I also was front seat to what this man went through. My father had never told me a thing about himself growing up. I learned about my father through my black mama, not my uncles, not my aunts, through my mother, because she never talked crazy about my father in front of us. She took it on. That was her thing. She kept it. She carried everybody's water. And not for just for my dad, but for my mama, my grandma, my aunts, some of my cousins. Over the years, I watched her give and not always get in return. And she loved families. She was fucking Susie Homemaker. Excuse my language. I love my mama. She wasn't a saint. She wasn't a sinner. She wasn't a Jezebel. She was a woman who was once a girl, who was once a child, and on and on. I don't know if I get to pass this on. I don't know. But what's available? No, that's why I don't have a child now, Kev. I'm not raising my babies in this, and we can't even fix what's already here. There's plenty of babies that need love that look like me or you, but a lot of us aren't in the financial situation if we are making only $44,000 a year?
You don't need $44,000 for love or to raise a damn family.
Kev, stop.
I raised a family off
Kev,
less than that.
it is not a it is not a
Okay,
bad
I'm just saying.
thing
So I
to
don't
just
understand what the
hey.
dollar amount is on love
It's
and
about
family.
it. It's not about love and family. It's
Okay, well,
about
that's what you just said.
sustainability. Yes, it's a part of it, Kev.
Okay, that's a small part of it.
No, what small
Okay,
part?
just
Who
see,
are you
you feel
talking
that way
about?
because you don't have kids. I'm telling you, and see, this
Kev,
is hold on. People
that
don't
ain't got
listen.
nothing true.
I'm
That got
telling
people
you that you can. It's been
where
done.
you
I've done it.
live. Okay, so there's but other people don't know
Everybody
how
I've
to.
known that got families have done that.
But what about those who don't have
The
families and
average
don't
salary in
know?
New Orleans is under 22,000.
I'm not talking about just New Orleans.
I'm just saying, but people keep saying you need to, and they got people that love, they
Ain't
got
no
people that don't make
people. Ain't no
44,000
people.
as
It is me and
individuals.
you.
They got good
I
families, good morals, and stuff like
Kev,
that. But if that's
Kev,
but
Kev,
some but
Kev,
sometimes people need
Kev,
more
Kev.
because they
No,
don't know better.
Kev, that's not true. People need more because
Okay,
they gotta pay bills. They gotta give them lights, food, clothing.
right, and you can do that under $30,000. Yes, you can.
People do it all the time, but is it
Right. Well, so what's
comfortable?
the point? You saying
Is
that
it
that's going to be
comfortable?
lacking? Is not lacking
It
because of the
is
money,
lacking. It is
huh?
lacking in this country. That's lacking.
I live in this
Housing,
country. Yes, I make under
education,
30 something thousand dollars
hospital.
now,
And what is do
and
you
raising
have?
a child with no problem.
What's the schools like?
Excellent,
Housing,
excellent.
businesses.
I work at home,
So why isn't
or
that being?
I do roadie and do part time work delivering.
I guess my
Excellent.
thing is, why do you take it? Because I'm saying it's not enough. I'm
It
not saying
is
that
enough.
nobody is doing anything. It isn't.
I'm just telling it is. I'm living
It
proof it
is. Or is of what? You're talking about you.
is.
See, this the
Well, see,
thing.
that's where
No,
the problem
no,
come in talking about relationships and stuff
no.
like that. Because
Exactly
then
because
you can very easily
I
say,
don't I don't want
listen,
to
you
talk
can
about
very
that.
easily say, I see what you're missing is I live in Louisiana.
Okay, no, I'm not missing it.
Hold
I'm
on, I'm
listening to
not finished
you.
talking, man. I live in Louisiana.
I'm
Yes, you need
yes,
more than that. You need more than that in Chicago, in Illinois.
but hold on,
But you
Paul.
don't need that down
I
here in the South.
okay,
So
but
when people
everybody is
project
not.
that what you need to be happy and what the cost of
That's
living
not
is,
what was
they only
said,
go by with
Kev.
their area.
Kev. No one just said any of what you just finished saying.
Okay,
No
you didn't
one
say you live
said
in Chicago.
no. I don't live in Chicago. I live on a piece of property in the middle of nowhere, Kev. I am an
Okay, and you can't
I'm
live off of 30,000.
who said it's I wasn't talking about me. I'm talking
Oh
about the
well,
argument.
you talking for
No,
other people
Kev.
then?
No, Kev, you jumped the gun. You didn't hear me when I said to you, I don't have a problem with any of that. There are going to be people that are going to choose a path to continue on and on, and that's how the world works. Some will be ancient, some will be
Yeah,
regular.
but you're explaining
All
your father and you're explaining the
I
situations under
am talking
$30,000
about.
and
No, I'm
that the
not.
kids
These are
don't get love.
numbers that you picked. You
You
said
said the
that.
kids don't
I
get
did
love,
not
and then
say
after
that.
30 under thirty
I did
thousand
not
dollars, it
say
becomes a
that.
problem for us as
I
black
did
people.
not say that. You came up with that number. And I'm
Okay,
not going to argue with you on my own
all right,
show.
I'll
And
give
I
up.
don't
You're right.
and I don't have to lie on you, sir.
All
So
right,
know
all
that,
right.
okay? To make a point. What I'm talking about is exactly why I don't talk about relationship idealism with certain black men because I look at it. My relationship is compartmentalized to the side, to the left over here. It's been preserved, put away.
But
Okay,
why are
not
we talking
damaged.
about relationships now, though?
Because when I bring up economics, whether it's group, whether it's single, whether it's the rules available, what we could do together, Why don't we have leaders? Why can't we put something
Okay,
together?
which question you want me to answer? Man? I
I
got
don't
answers for
need
those
you,
questions.
Kev. These aren't questions for you.
Okay, they're just blanket statements.
No, they're not blanket statements
Okay,
either.
what do the statements stand for then?
I didn't say they
I
were
see,
blanket.
because why do we don't need a damn leader?
Okay, then we're done talking, Kev. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Because okay, well, nice, good talking to you, man. Because I
Because
say we
I
don't
mean,
need a
I
leader.
no,
My goodness.
yes, because then we talk about Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey and all of these. So these men weren't leaders. I was being sarcastic. 504, you could cut. Kev, you could come back. I'm just passionate about. Come on, past all that. Okay, we want to preserve our history. There's enough historians in our community. We need to start talking about where the welders at, where the electricians at, who just need this so they can become better. Oh, chocolate, black people don't want to listen. Oh no, Shakira. Oh no, chocolate, you want a utopia of blackness. I don't care what you think of me personally, but you cannot tell me, if you are a historian, that regardless of all the things that people, our ancestors went through, we're still here. However, we've come to a crossword roads. I'm not shaming no damn body. I was in it. I'm in debt. I done got cars, credit cards, apartments, homes. I did all the things they told me as a little black girl I'm supposed to do to be successful. We don't talk about that for black women out here. It's a lot more of us out here than you think. We've been told we too old to be in love. Ain't nobody checking for us no more. That's why I don't like talking about relationships. But that's the only way you can get into a conversation at minimum. At least for me as a girl, lady, woman, female, I'm just not apologizing for that. Like, that's crazy to me. Either for the group of men talking about money this, money that, make it rain, pop, 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 champagne bottles, caviar dreams, living on a jet. And you're going to say, oh, chocolate, you're going to the extreme. No, I'm not. If we don't have enough of you who want different for our community to get loud enough with us, what do you want us to do? I got nephews. I'm talking all under 10 years old. I'm not supposed to care about their future. I'm asking for too much. You don't want, there's no reason to do a chocolate. We already got that chocolate. It's 3 years in, yo, as a content creator, so to speak, or a panelist, activist on YouTube. You know, it's funny to me because people are so afraid. Um, I ain't here to hurt nobody. I'm here to utilize a tool I thought would assist me, and it has. I met some lifers out here, male, female, or everybody in between. Because I don't discriminate over here. So, because guess what? Hey guys, want to throw something out. The LGBTQ community is in our community too. We Xing them out. Is this a bring the two healthiest, like 40 acres? Not 40 acres, shit. 40 days and 40 nights of rain. Noah coming. Noah. Is this Noah's deal here? What do we? And then I listened to me argue about the wildest things. But then we're not allowed to ask questions. You need to stay out of man business. You have to protect and provide. Well, I did that for more than one person. Oh, chocolate, you an outlier. You a unicorn. Nope. Uh, my mom was sick. I didn't want to leave her. Very young age. I didn't want, you know. Unfortunately, my mom was one of those strong black women to the world, but fragile as glass on the inside. So I learned how people like that duality. They want you to be strong. Oh, you're strong, black woman. I don't carry that as a badge. Strong in what way? Shit, you catch me on the right day. You be like, who is this? And because I choose not to put my crazy romantically on anyone else, I don't want anybody's money like that. I'm old school, you know. I'm sunny days. Everybody know them. Can you stand the rain, lovey dovey? That's what I was raised with. I was raised with Jodeci. So at least bro was singing. Now they like, let me text you what up. Dang, I can't get a song, a letter, a note. You like me? I see that all men ain't the same. However, I do see why it's such a fight and has been such a fight for men to see certain parts of the world different, i.e., women. Hey, let me put this link up here. You want to come up and chop, chop, chop? Just be respectful. Don't call nobody out their name. Say what you say. The world is full of ideas. I don't have to agree with them, but they out here. And some I do agree. Let's talk about those. I was trying. I'm struggling with my life right now. Hold on, y'all. You know what people will say to me, chocolate's too sensitive. This isn't the place for you. I've been told all kinds of things all my life. It ain't made no difference. You know what made different? When I stopped caring. You know, black people harsh. Men and women. Grandmas and grandpas. Aunts and uncles. Shit, I done had some of the worst shit said to me by family members. Like, y'all think y'all saying something to me out here, please? So my fragility is my desire to wish that I was in a position to do the things I wanted to do for those who need it. Um, my voice is hoarse, so my apologies. The neighborhood is what chance. I was outside this morning, well, yesterday morning, and it was a fire. Like, I mean, got closer, started licking. We heard the electrical pole. We was like, you gotta get out of there. Hey. And if those who know me know I got bad knees, I'm up here running in my not Timberlands, but my Emberlands. Okay. They get this job done still, but we economic right now. We economic. Shit, I wish Payless would come back, but that's another place. Anywho, I had some friends. Wait, okay. Can y'all hear me? Like, do I sound okay? Do I need to turn it up? Because I'm telling you, my voice is crying. I'm about to get a Please buy. Feel free, hit the link, come up. You welcome. Long as you ain't trying to do nothing weird. Come on up. I don't really like being up here. But Kev, I was joking. I was being facetious. I'm sorry. Please come back. Everything you saying, I agree, Kev. Just because I'm saying it's not enough, that's no knock on what's there. But what's happening in Mississippi and New Orleans and Alabama, parts of Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Eggs, $19 in this same country that we live in. Somebody somewhere paying $19 for some eggs. And when I said 2 years ago, hey, we need to start growing our own food, I was one of many women shot down in the dark. You crazy. They gonna burn it down. Yeah, okay. Think of people that are admired in black uh lore, so to speak. What if they'd have said that? Like, what if Harriet Tubman would have stopped so far and be like, you know what? Hey man, I'm good, dog. Y'all on your own, bro. This white man giving me everything. I don't feel like fighting. Peace out. You think that didn't happen? Come on, you know it did. Just like it does now. People get together for so many reasons. But I don't care about why you got together. Because I feel like Lucy. I'm gonna start up to charging $5 for any kind of relationship advice. I want to talk about building a 3D printer for those who don't have a lot of money. People say, Chocolate, do it. Well, I am doing it. I can't go as fast. And I want to go fast. Oh, hey, Autumn. How you doing, love? Happy New Year, cheesy snacks and everything, right? Yeah. I've had a lot of things said about me and to me out here. I'd rather I'd rather fight with y'all than deal with some of my family, yo. So I love me, right? I have to love myself to want to put myself through this. I so I'm I'm in the middle of taking the video off of my other computer so I can show y'all. I'm doing this for me. This is my insurance, my retirement. Do you know they said they don't have enough farmers going into agriculture? And you know what age range it is? 45 and under. I would say safely you got your 45 to 25. Well, how do we make it appealing anymore? They took art, they took music, they took home ec, they took, you want to know why they say Gen Xers are the scariest people in the world? Because we was always doing 80 jobs. Always. And if any black woman who has ever been raised by a black woman who has expectations of you, you better not play. And you better not disappoint her. Now, yeah, some of the stuff my mom did is over the top. I don't agree with. And I'm thankful that my mother and I had a healthy enough conversation and a strong enough trust that we could have that information. We could talk that through. Doesn't mean I'm bragging or nothing, because my mama gone. She was one of the few people that could see me for me and didn't already had this really weird preconceived notion. And you know what? I want to shout out somebody I recently was in a conversation with. We were talking about a particular subject, and I guess, the conversation had got in good. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Prince Hakeem, I see you. Hey. How you doing? Unless you at work or sleepy, please, if you won't hit the link. One thing I did do, I promise. I was going to always, after my mother passed away, because, my mother, she did not believe in therapy. I thought about something uh, years ago. She said to me, because I mean, me and my mom could talk. Like, if we'd have been friends, even if we weren't mother and daughter, like that kind, you know. Um, because men think, oh, we can be vulnerable with just any woman. No, we done had that shit backfire on us too. Shoot, somebody would have take somebody, man. You don't know that. You sharing some, next thing you know, y'all on cheaters with the lights and Johnny Greco. I saved the best for last, Prince Hakeem. That's what happened. Okay, we're gonna go with that story. Excuse me, y'all. I got a cough drop. Y'all can hit the link, come up. I'm not the dragon lady. Please like whatever something. I'm trying real hard tonight. Blah blah blah. Not really. I really came on here to rant, but my people be coming over here, be trying to be like, no chocolate, don't let them beat you. Well, only because my voice went out. It's the only reason I stopped fussing. But yeah, you know what I always find it interesting. Like, oh, is it leaking? I'm sorry, y'all. Oh man. Oh, please, please, please. Would you take this? Put it in the sink. No, no, just put it in a bag. Put it in another bag and then put it. It don't matter. I don't want it to. Sorry, you guys. We had a creamer scare. My brother is being so kind as to assist with this right now. So late and early in the morning. Here you are. If you could just bag it up, you can put another bag on that. These the grapes. It's awesome. Anyway, I have conversations with my brother. I ask him like straight up to my face. Like, he is one of the few people I know he gonna tell me honestly, whether I like it or not, whether we agree or disagree. He gonna tell me. Or, of course, we brother and sister, we care about each other. We don't want to hurt each other. We do that the same in our other relationships, our girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever title. But I guess it's like all I really want to see happen is us come together and do some shit. Like really. Even if it is on nothing but online first, but to actually alliance. I hear people wanting it. But I mean, I ain't knocking make your money. I really truly I want this channel to strictly be uh just a grow channel where you get to see, you know, and what we do. Yeah, right now we as a small group, but I'm hoping, you know, we can create some opportunity and have some fun. Like, why I gotta be sad? I'm not trying to be Harriet Tubman nor any other of the many women that I may or may not share lines with that help protect whomever so that I'm here now. It wasn't like they was getting a fresh batch when we grew up. Come on. But when I try to talk economics, when I say, okay, listen, I'm not asking you for no money. I love strategy. There's only so many boardrooms that I'm going to be able to walk in and be like, you're doing it wrong. You suck. Let's fix it. You know what I mean? Like, I know who I am. I'm going to take y'all way down the street. Y'all ready? Here we go. Okay. Can anybody know? Okay. Don't. Oh, what is the trend? We listen and I'm going to judge you. No, I'll just play. um, I'm being silly and I forgot what I was saying. I just think like I used to think my mom was such a hover mom. Oh, mom, you gotta get out here. He rough, he tough. You know, until I really understood through my perspective, masculinity, if I was to define, watching a young man go from zero to his 20s in a matter of moments, it seemed like change this dude's diapers. Like, what the hell? It's weird. It's a weird feeling. Um, and I think I've learned every relationship I've ever been with any man, I've learned something. Whether it was, wow, that's real crazy, or I don't ever want to hear that again. And then here's what's funny. My mother said date growing up, right? Don't bring me no babies. Date, and if he, if he trying to be pushy, try to take it, X, Y, and Z, and D, this is what you do on top of what your father already taught you. Always know how to get always know how to get out of the situation. My mother, my mother taught me. Always have a way. Never show all, never show your whole hand. So I took a little bit of that. I took a little bit from my dad. I went through that phase too as a little girl. I wanted to be delusional about my dad. I wanted him to be the funny guy all the time that he was. And all the shit he taught me. And I'm talking about as a little girl, because you have these memories, and I don't know. Of course, I would never say they 100%. Some of them are with proof, and some of them I leave there because they're a little hazy. I don't know. But I did realize I had to do it. I had to go back. I had to figure it out. Not just for why am I with these type of men, but also a journey of me, period. Like, who am I? I'm not Susie Homemaker, yo. I hate that shit. I'm gonna be real. I'd rather work and pay somebody to bring you your meals. My mother would do something to me right now. I'd rather hire someone who loved to be in the kitchen. I don't think it makes me love you any less. If I tell the chef this what he like, what's wrong with that? Why can't we take advantage of those type of things? It's like on 1 minute we want wealth and then we shame each other for it. So what? Whatever level of life you want to stay in or what's comfortable to you, it's not indicative of all black people. We know this, but we play this game out here like we ain't smart. Especially those of us who was raised in the same era. You either had an uncle, a cousin, a friend, somebody, uncle, aunties that was like, oh, they went to Nam. Might little be a little special, but dropping knowledge. But the reason I talk about my story and my life is because the way I learned to heal from all of it in enough time was, imagine this. I truly was at a point in my life not that long ago where I'm going 120 miles an hour in an 18-wheeler, pushing 32,000 feet of product. And I'm barreling down the road and my brakes is gone. The air brakes is gone. And it's icy. It's in my head, right? It's how I feel emotionally. Tense. Okay, so we say, don't lump us all in. Black people need to do for themselves. Okay, I agree. Does that mean I have to now hate or negate or pretend as though if it wasn't for the opportunities given to me by other cultures, not just my own culture, I wouldn't be in a position to give others that advantage because we still need it. It's not equal. What are you talking about? How many black suburbs are there across the country? Just because you go to a city and it's a lot of black people, that don't mean it all, automatic. It's still the city. It belongs to the city. We need mayors and doctors and lawyers. And we got them, but now we need to pay them for what they do because if they did it for anyone else's culture, they pay them. What's wrong with that? We got very hardworking, talented folks that put themselves through college or done all these different things that can assist in us becoming the supply chain. But oops, chocolate. We mess around and talk trash now, but we had Black Planet. That was ours until I think of it as BET, it's the BET of the internet. We was happy to have it. We wish it had continued. But it got bad real quick. I don't know if anybody even willing, but Google something that kind of, I don't know, it bothered me. I, I don't, I'm not trying to sound righteous. I'm saying, why are we afraid to take what we've learned historically? Now we understand better, don't we? So why are we more afraid to create something of our own than our ancestors who didn't know nothing? I know everybody, joke, laugh, then black people. It did. 4% of us were affected by DEI hiring. It might not be alarming numbers, but it's enough If we 46 million deep, you've got a portion of us who are emotionally unavailable to be in a relationship, physically unavailable. The roughest age group is ours. We're the smallest out of all the age groups. Even our parents, it's more them than it is them. But that's because we grew up in a crucial era. If you look at history, anytime there's any kind of war on civil soil, you're gonna lose a lot of young men. I mean, come on, y'all read this stuff. Ain't this supposed to be man stuff? But there are wonderful historians of any gender or culture. But that don't mean I don't want to see strength in our economic community, strength in our scientific community. We are beyond waiting for our children to get a fair shake. We're going to have to take the knowledge that we already are aware of, that we knew, we know, and we can continue to pass on. This is more than ego, y'all. Like, for real, I don't scare easily. But I can't lie. We don't need leaders. What? I'm a military child, as well as seeing every military movie, good, bad, and different, ones I wasn't even supposed to be see, because my dad didn't tell me anything about Vietnam. I learned it two ways. The history of my mother and my own research. And then when my dad passed away, I ended up getting his records. And see, my dad would take me to AA meetings with him. And then if it was a place where it had NA, because these were free for vets, and that wasn't about kids having issues like alcohol or any other substances. This was even before the interwebs took over. We was a room full of kids inside of an old church or whatever repurposed place that the vet or the person, whoever. I saw how firsthand, unfortunately, what the VA do to people when they don't need you no more. Just like any other human being that is able to discard. You know what's funny? I remember when I first got on here and this black girl said, I ain't build a shit for no man. I said, wait. Did we say we was sending out axes to all the black people that live in the United States? We was gonna draft for axe lumberer people. Ain't not asking you to stop being who you are. But we do need to entertain having options outside of the ones that are already available. Because if it was enough, there I could easily be debunked. Like people who, I can easily be, debunked. Somebody said, hey, the earth is purple. It can be sometimes. But all the time, no. I'm not out here bashing people who think the earth purple. So stupid. I'm not looking to control nobody. I had a man tell me once, you must have put something in the cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna be superficial right at this moment. If I had the if I had the ability to hypnotize a man to the point where he would do anything I said, and you think I'm gonna waste it on you, sir? No. Let's dream big. Let's let's dream bigger. Are you serious, bro? You ain't no. And see, for me, I need a person to be like, oh, I'm on that evil twin, evil twin. That's what we supposed to be in my relationship fantasy. So it'll happen when it happen, and when I guess. You know what I want to see happen? I want to see more people who have been left behind, that it just needed that bus pass, that gas to work. Do we want to see our people thrive? Are people going to take advantage? Yes. Oh, so you think Walmart, Target, and all of them, they don't assess for losses, right? Don't they account for losses for people coming in and taking things that ain't theirs? Right, Adam. That's what happens. Now, sometimes within that collaboration, some sneaky dudes get in there and they come to be agents of chaos. But it really is about how you want to stand on your square. We see it happen day in and day out. We seeing people stand up for other strangers in real time. Shit, before people was like, okay, we gonna pretend like we did it because nobody can fact check us. You know how devastated we done been since the internet. Now with y'all generation, we like, oh man, we finding out stuff. I know a lot of us knew but didn't want to know. We grew up in that era, the mix of your parents stayed out of you stay out of grown folk business. You don't seed what you think you seed. You better not tell nobody. You saw me down this street. And you be like, but I did. Oh, thank you. I did see you down the street. You know. But these things aren't victim blaming or shaming. We all have experiences that cultivate our lives. But I don't get online though. In the last few years, I don't know where these brothers live. Everybody got good brothers, cousins, homies. Everybody, brother, they know. Everybody got good hearts, spirit. We just walking by them because they tall or they short or they chubby. Have you ever been to a David's bridal during wedding season? Yeah, all y'all facts will be debunked. Sure. I done seen them waddle in, roll in, sure, limp in. If you love somebody, and this is part of that vision, you gonna do it. And another reason I don't like talking about relationships on here is I heard men go back and forth about child support. Here was my question. Y'all could tell me if I was out of pocket. I said, why don't men help other men navigate through that? A nonprofit, pro bono, whatever you could come up with. And help these men who want to be in their children's lives. Can't help everybody. I know. Who- Whoever started stuff like that, if I saw them in the street, just so nobody could say it anymore. You soft. If anything, we more scarier of a generation. Cameras everywhere, watching all the time. People putting them different parts of the house, Airbnbs. Like, if all human beings in this society as adults, they said it was 20 million of y'all men, period. No, 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 no. Black men, 20 mil as of 22. 20 million men. Hmm. It's a lot of men. I'm gonna take my chances. He might not be right now. For what I want, I'm willing to wait. With my old uterus, you witch, you single witch woman making women want to be single. I don't bathe. I'm not clean. I don't want to do anything. You want to do for what? There's a reason behind this. Well, we got to get rid of. No, we're not going to get rid of anything. What have we gotten rid of? Huh? What's gotten abolished? For real? Maybe in location. Maybe. 'Cause, slavery's still going on. Huh. So okay, I use the Earth because I love geography. I love astrophysics. I love all that stuff. The stars. I love seeing them at night. What up? Hey, hit it. Beady bop opa. Anyway, and and in my travels, especially within relationships, and I grew up hearing all kinds of toxic stuff. You know what I attribute it to though? That I never had to resort to that or anything close. Um, Sheer laziness. And then you gonna do all that. He's still gonna cheat. No, good. You gonna show your ass. You gonna go to jail, catch a case. The kids at grandma's. You staying together. Do you know our babies is repeating that? Our younger, what do you call them, millennials? Our younger brother or older brother's kids, watching them go down this old baby boy ass path. I don't need nothing from another man. What? Hold on. Hmm. You don't? You don't? So who in charge? Sure enough ain't women. What? The logic, the irony. What do we what do you want us to do? Don't be too independent. Make me feel better. Don't ask for money though. Because that makes you look like a gold digger. Tell me your problems. But they can't cost too much. Because I'm fronting. Yeah, definitely. I sound like one of them the wizard thing. And that's the thing, Autumn. If you ask and say, Chocolate, what's your advice? I'll give it to you. This is an observation, such as would be if you told anybody else. You're the one living it. You're the one feeling it. I'm not. But when you come to me, talk to me, and share those things with me, my intent has always been, you gon' don't be a shitty friend. I try not to be. I fall short a lot of times, but I got people that ride with me. I knew that for me to feel love, I had to love myself. How do I know what it feels like? How do I know how to act accordingly? I knew the men in my life didn't love me. Shit, my father didn't even know how to love. He wasn't given the tools to do so. And then between the time, then here before before things happen for all of us, he's in a war that is insane. I was forbidden to go in the military by both parents. They'd run, they would run the recruiter right off the steps. Don't come over here. Not this one. So of course I'm thankful for some of the extremes. I wanted to learn how to fly. That's why I even thought about going in the military. So is life. Once I told myself the truth and stop allowing the thoughts of others take up space. So yeah, that's a process. Shit, I'm still in it. I think that during the course, you should say, just watching over the next couple years, let's see how far this get us without becoming a online and offline force. We ain't gotta fight. We ain't gotta march. We ain't even gotta talk to nobody now. It really is about what we want to see happen. These DEI programs, to Kev's point earlier, just another word for civil rights, yo. Diversity in the workplace. That you will consider a deaf man or deaf woman, handicap, a veteran, elderly, senior, whatever you want to call it, black, white, Asian, whatever boxes fit the demographic or whatever narrative said demographic needs to be. You know, when people make you question your own thought process. And that's what we get. We get that since the 1950s. Maybe prior to that, you had some control over your families and more, way more. But they started that shit in the, from the 50s on. We use Christmas to torture our kids, but then tell our kids don't lie. So which lies matter and which lies don't? Cha-ching. Sorry, that was fun. Bad joke, sorry. And I mean, this is just my philosophizery stuff. This is my dime store shot glass therapy here. This is my coping skill. This channel, sticking up, being a voice for those who are voiceless still. Just because we have the system. It's the same gas system, economic system. Somebody always needs to feel superior. We pretend we don't know what to do. I think about my own family story. Man, we could have been like Dallas. Like for real, like my family had the opportunity. We could have been like Dallas. Like horses and land and timber, the lumber mill. They knocked out 2 generations. Our grandparents made knew about farming on land. They didn't give us even the opportunity from the 70s, 60s, sure, 60s to the 90s. I remember when I first started looking at land, how much it costs. And then one day, we was talking about my family on either side. And that just given the opportunity. And she was like, I was a girl, I couldn't. I said, I get you. They wasn't gonna give you no voice. You don't know nothing. But yet in the Bible it say out the mouth of babes. So which one is it? Come on, man. I'm tired of these games. Mind games, yo. Um, like I tell everybody, I just want to get somewhere, get still, know my family's safe. Those I love and care for are safe. And that no matter what happened, I did everything I could that I told myself I could. Whether I tried it and failed or succeeded, I did it. And that's even in relationships. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But I want better, and we're gonna have better. Whether it comes from me or someone else. Things will have to change for us to survive this. I'm not fear mongering either. You don't believe me? Just go check. $19 eggs. Gas already done gone up. Groceries going already up. They holding off the tariffs. Mexico, no, before I think was in Mexico for a month. Why they even there? Another conversation. We don't think so, Black people. This affects us. Please go read the executive orders. It's not just about DEI. It's about our abilities. Yes, Royce. Group economics is the only way we've gotten through. Our neighborhoods, how many black neighborhoods were built? And we have proof of that. They kept trying. So why would we give up? I thought the point was learn from the mistakes, do better this go round. But we're it's like we've been stuck for 60 years with that. It should have been had neighborhoods with schools and community colleges, health spas, and juicy juices for our own people. Why not? Sell and buy, be your own supply chain. They still gonna get their money regardless of us. Even if it's a whole lot of us, a third, anything. Some ain't gonna do it. That's cool. Ain't nobody forcing. But let's be a different option. One, we need to go into different businesses. We've covered online. We understand. Now it's time to come offline. You got a t-shirt business. Where you get your t-shirts? Okay, what if I told you I could make the t-shirts and the dye right here, US, and supply? You know, people be like, you can't do this, you can't do that. Yeah, but I get that. Okay, hold on, y'all. With this hold each other accountable shit. No disrespect. Let's go. Let's get it. In the beginning, the NAACP, who held them accountable? BT, anything black picket. We have not tried true group economics since the 60s. There are 12 black neighborhoods. When I say black, meaning they are 70% and above, and their homes are 300 to $500,000, and you know what the American dream in quotation means to a lot of people, black and white alike. We are we're so close. We so close, but black folks gonna need a push on this one because I don't want to wait around like we did before and lost people's parents, grandparents, family members, loved ones, families, whole families gone. It wasn't that long ago. And I know we don't want to think about the past. Well, you can stop thinking about my womb. Nobody is saying that we need a million, all the black people to get together. That ain't even how it works. Why do we have all these prerequisites? We can't just have an idea, get with the right people. What are we, stupid? We're not stupid. Some of the most educated people, black men, black women, scholars, teachers, librarians, archaeologists. What is going on? Where is the black pride? You know what, Autumn? I understand. I agree with you. I will tell you this. In meeting the different personalities in my life and all the different types of people, just a snapshot, and of course, but for the average human brain, that's not uh, uh um I don't know how to explain it. The experience wouldn't have been there had I not had certain things going on, right? What I'm talking about is us being the supply chain. If the person ain't willing to be the supply chain, but they're willing to take your money, I think you need to back up. I've been called a scammers. Just FYI, and I'm going through my own stuff. So I know I would be so much further along if it wasn't for my health, but that's something I can only control so far. Now I have to utilize another form quickly but efficiently. But that's me. I have the privilege because I don't have any kids, don't have a husband or wife depending on me. I don't have any of that. Uh, and it's not to say, oh, I'm a victim. No, it's just if you can get lonely from not having romance in your life, you think people don't get lonely from not having family in their life? Everybody don't want to suck it up, buttercup. We want to learn to live with it, but not it become a detriment. We talk about sexualizing young ladies. I was made to be the outcast. It's crazy. I was a taller and thicker girl than the rest of my cousins. She, the majority of my family, majority of my family, nerd, bigger boobs and book bag butts. Beautiful women. Um, my sister and I, we got a mixture. Um, and even with somewhat of what may be deemed beauty in someone else's eyes. I mean, I can't lie to you and say I just can you respect me and know what that means? Can you do you really want to treat me the way I want to be treated? Can you tell me that truth? See, like we're gonna talk about relationships. These are questions. No judgment, no hate. Just why waste somebody's time? That's that evil shit. You evil. Unless you are, again, my opinion. It's evil to drag a person or string them along to suit your needs. It's not right. No matter who's doing it. I can only be fair on my own channel. And it ain't because the sisters stopped me. Be the same brothers. I understand you, Chuck, but you need a husband. Child. Then you ask, well, where do I go? I'm not a religious person, so I don't want to be told go to church. Um, I like sci-fi. I like even if we get that far, you lying, you capping. These grown men, you capping. What are we, middle school? Come on, we could do better. And just because you having a mature conversation, that don't mean you have to stay in that role for the rest of your life. Being a stiff individual outside of activities. I mean, who does it? And this isn't a fun fact, but you know how many black women are dying from heart disease, heart attacks, strokes, and they are our ages, late 30s through up to early 50s. Because we always holding something. Like I said, it's supposed to carry everybody else water. Well, I felt like I got a second chance in life because I could have easily been a baby mama. I didn't stay in the relationships. They didn't stay in the relationship. Their intent wasn't. Yeah, of course. We all are. I know there are many of us out here, Royce, but we need a benefactor that's not going to make us trade in to get the message across. So if that means I got to do is selling chicken eggs to my people so they can feed their family, I'd rather do that. That's me. That's the side I want to be. The money initially is to put delegate and put the right people in the right place without having the bank, no matter what color owner, credit union or not, they fingers in it. I want it to last. I want it to be here for my nephews. And I'm gonna do it regardless. So whatever little empire I put together is so that I can leave something behind. My parents didn't get to. I know my mother wanted to. So since there's no hey, so there's no misconstruing it or bad correlation. No, this is oh girl. I was in the hospital. Like I was on pause for like 2 months. I'm coming back. Because I'm not done. And I've had to learn to be patient. That's the part. Like I said, I don't got no problem with talking about relationships. I just think that sometimes it just gets a little frustrating. I don't want to do that song and dance on here. I started my channel not to meet hot guys. Shit, I came here to network. See the post. What's happening out here? We letting too many num nums have too loud a voice. I know. I'm not discouraged. So, because I got folks like you and Autumn and Dope Boy and on all that have ridden with me and took up for me, said things on my behalf, and helped me move from one level to the next. Man, come on. Whether people believe me or not, I can't control that. I could just actions and words. Sometimes they match. Sometimes they're not quite fitting. That's life. That's why I keep going. I would have never met y'all. It ain't like I know y'all down the street. I met y'all through other streams, other streamers, other content creators, my own content. I'm a people person. When I say that, I enjoy the social interactions of human beings. But as of current in life, I don't mind being on the internet with y'all. Shoot. Hi. Thanks, dear. I appreciate it. As my mom said, the truth ain't gonna change, no matter how many times we retell it. Um, but yeah, I don't feel. I have felt discouraged, and I almost stopped completely. And then I said, I'll hate myself for the rest of my life if I don't. There's so many things I already wish I'd have just stepped out and listened to my own thought process. And the fact that if you believe in a creator, your brain is still You're getting good information. Nothing's haywire. So that's why I told y'all I'll be on here sporadically for a minute. Go to bed. I don't want to be called Big Little. Good night. Much love, y'all. Thanks for coming through. I'll try to make it a little sooner next time.